Growing up with a very close-knit ethnic family, I grew up knowing how to make those very close relationships and connections. And that was something that I pulled into my career as a real estate agent. The foundation of my business is my clients and the relationships that I build and maintain with them. My name is Lucine Tarman. I am an associate broker at DOBI Real Estate in Birmingham. Gymnastics was my first love. I walked into the gym and I can still smell the leather of the beams, the carpet on the floors. You can hear the buzzing of the fluorescent lights. 7 years of gymnastics and then on to college, and I tried out for the squad. And just that energy that surrounds that environment is amazing, and to be a part of that and being thrown 20 feet in the air and literally flying. And at that moment where you hit the apex and you are completely weightless. My success in real estate is really that vision of myself flying through the air, and I need that teamwork below me. And so growing a team, of people to help me succeed and grow my business. And also the brokerage where I work, DOBI, they are part of that foundation. They are there, they're that groundwork, the support, the camaraderie, the communication, all of that is what helps me grow my business and where I see myself going in the future. I have always loved kiddos. When I got to school and had to choose a major, it was natural for me to want to study the relationships between parents and children and families and that whole dynamic. And so thus I ended up with a family resources and human development degree. I have Trey, my guy. He's the reason I do everything I do. He's the reason I work as hard as I work. He has a huge heart. He has a tremendous sense of humor. And he also happens to be on the autism spectrum. By the time he was a year old, 9 months to a year, he was already in therapy 5 days a week. He had speech therapy, physical therapy, developmental therapy, and occupational therapy. What does his future look like? What does my future look like? There were so many twists and turns along the journey where if we didn't have the exact people in his life, his teachers, his parapros, at critical stages of his development, if they were not there, he wouldn't be the person that he is today. I was on Zillow one day, just on the computer kind of messing around, and it just kind of dawned on me that I really like looking at houses. And looking back on my life, I've always had kind of a fascination with beautiful architecture. I've always really loved beautiful homes. I guess I didn't really realize it back then, but this was all kind of building up to what is now my real estate career. Perseverance really does kind of run through my entire experience. And that carries over into every portion and experience of my life, and that includes my professional life. Just continuing to move forward and be consistent and persistent until we find our goals, hit our goals with my clients. That's the most important thing to me. Just never give up.